Hello! And no, this is not about fluffles, it's not about DDDs, it's about the new skill with our old friend, Elemental Hero Normal Monsters. But this is actually unironically good. Uh, this skill is amazing, and honestly, Konami is actually doing a great job with a lot of these skills. And this is just great. It has no restriction other than needing to play 4 different name normal monster heroes, which are the ones it wants you to play, and at least you only need one of each at minimum, which you can. And those would be Elemental Hero Neos, Avion, Burstinatrix, and Sparkman, because it wants you to summon both of these. So what the skill does, to sum it up, those are the requirements, and then you can send any Elemental Hero or Neospatian monster from your hand to the graveyard, and then you can foolish any other Neospatian or Elemental Hero from your deck to the graveyard. And then you just add a Miracle Fusion from outside your deck. Dude, I've been asking for like a Miracle Fusion reprint structure deck, but how many hero structure decks we have at this point, let's be real here. But this is basically even better what I wanted. Miracle Fusion should have been like a much more accessible card to make some of these hero decks good, and this skill does exactly that. And to add it on top, it has another skill where if you summon Flame Wingman that turn, you can set a Skyscraper from outside your deck. Dude, Skyscraper may be like very bad in most cases, but this is nice considering that this kind of makes all of your Elemental Hero monsters, which is everything that you're playing is an Elemental Hero, but like one Neospatian, optionally, we'll talk about that. It just gains 1,000 attack during damage calculation, and that's pretty good. This also lets Flame Wingman beat over anything with 3,000 or below attack, say goodbye to Blue Eyes, and say hello to 3,100 damage, which is a lot in Duel Links. So that's actually pretty neat. And then Shining Flare Wingman is there to be the comeback, where you foolish Sparkman the other turns with your Flame Wingman that's like in the graveyard for your other Miracle Fusion. Now, what's the third Miracle Fusion's gonna be for? Unless you want to play like a second Flame Wingman and more targets, what you can do instead, but this is more of a meme, but you can summon Elemental Hero Divine Neos. My issue with this is simply because it requires 5 materials. I don't think I advise too much to play this, nor this is an optimal version. If anything, I would cut every vanilla but regular Neos at 1. We played 3 Neos for the sake of 1, it can foolish if we needed to. And we kind of want all our Neos fusions to be live, because we're playing 1 Brave Neos, and we're actually playing Neos Knight, which is good at beating over monsters. And again, with Skyscraper, he's basically a 3,500 beater, so he can beat over 2 of any monsters. Provided they're not, I don't know, Trimit Sphinx. But that's actually pretty good. Neos, you got a double attack beater. Sure, doesn't do damage, but getting rid of those bigger monsters, it's what you want to do. This is the beatdown deck. 1 Brave Neo, so we can slot in a Treacherous, and you don't really need much Brave Neos. I only even have 1 target for Brave Neo, which is the Neospatian. But ideally, this is how you want the deck to look like. Let me cut all these by 1. And the Dolphin. What you should be, if you have it, is play Stratos. This would be much better than my build, but I'm also showing that you can definitely play this very fine without Stratos. But it would be better, because that way you don't have to run so many vanillas, and actually having a normal summon can be beneficial for your board sometimes, which in my case, I actually don't even have a normal summon in my version. But if you have 3 Stratos, build it this way. The rest are just staples if you so wish. The other thing is that I do like the Neos Fusion. Like, I think this skill really lets you, because when you use this skill, you can only summon between Flame Windmang and Shining Flare Windmang, or any Neos monster period, which is like every Neos Fusion target, and then Divine Neos, because he requires more than 2 materials. So we're just playing 3 lands because I hate back row, and the stat modification is good for a beatdown type deck. And then Book of Moon is generic good to set down problematic monsters. And then Trudge is broken. I do own one copy of Miracle Fusion, and if you do have one copy, I kind of advise playing, because I'm gonna be real with you, sometimes additional Miracle Fusions over the ones you have the skill actually does come in handy. I have games where I couldn't really activate the skill a third time, and the actual Miracle Fusion copy did came in clutch. So if you have one, I kind of do advise playing one, but it's not that necessary. So this is as much as you want to make the build around with this skill. But I'm just like overjoyed that they're making the normal monsters of all things actually decent with this skill, and they're not giving it the stupidest restrictions. And it's not even just heroes. Odd Eyes got an amazing skill that is just free scales, which is what it needed because that deck is just inconsistent at trying to put out pressure. Meanwhile, you have DDD and Abyss actors not having an issue because they have searchers. Mind you, searchers that don't make you like discard a card like Pen Call or Sky Iris. It's just straight up pluses. Because yeah, Dark Contract. And then there's a skill that searches. So yeah, thank you for Pendulum Odd Eyes as well. I'm glad they gave us 2 free jokers for searching. And an amazing skill as well. There's other skills. I still haven't looked actually at the Ancient Gear ones. Maybe I'll touch upon that. Thing is, I didn't really touch the Ancient Gear structure deck, so I don't know. I can't even buy the tour guide bundle at the moment. But with that, let's see some I'll let you guys just watch the replays I have filled out for you guys.
Duel.
gonna have a cool power. I activate my spell card, Miracle Fusion. I fusion summon a monster. Here comes my favorite hero of all time. Elemental Hero, Flame Wingman. Duel lives within me. I activate my field spell, Skyscraper. I activate my spell card, Miracle Fusion. I fusion summon a monster. Go, Elemental Hero, Brave Neos. Battle! This duel was fun, but it all has to come to an end. Attack, Brave Neos.
That won't work. I flip over my set card. I activate a quick play spell.
This duel was fun, but it all has to come to an end. I attack you directly.
How did you defeat my infinite power? The Supreme King and Duel are both alive inside me.